Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do some personalised decorating of aprons. This will go up after Christmas because this is a Christmas present for my sister and her family. And she checks out my channel. Thank you very much, sis. Quite a lot of my videos, so extra thank you quite a lot, sis. So I can't put this up until after she's received them, otherwise she'll know what she's getting. Now, her family's a big thing, like most people's are. So I thought, and I know they like bacon. So I thought I'd make them all a little family unit of aprons. So we're going to do sisters first, then we're going to do nephews, and then we're going to do brother-in-laws. I've got one shot at this, so I'm going in confident. I'm keeping it simple, little stick figures, of course. So let's do this. Now I've pre-prepped a load of cardboards covered in cling film so my design doesn't stick to the cardboard. This is also an easy way to personalise something. Fabric paints are fantastic. I have no issue with those. The only thing that you'll find with a lot of fabric paints and pens is you need to set them with an iron. And I don't own an iron. I don't own any clothes that need an iron, thankfully. I went with the next best thing, which is acrylics, because acrylics do not come out of clothes. Once they are dried, they are going nowhere. The only thing is they're not as flexible as fabric paints, but when you're just doing a simple outline sort of design, that is not an issue. And that's what these are. There's going to be no block colour. There's only going to be the tiniest hint of colour for the little items that they're holding and a little for the hair, but again it's just going to be line work. So I have a load of black acrylic, I have a bit of water. I don't want to water the paint down too much, but I do want it to be quite fluid, so we're just going to go in there. Now I'm thinking of putting my little characters here and my writing here, and I'm going to go no lower than the line between the pegs, because just below that is the cut-off point. Up here we can go all the way up, but we won't. We'll go for around sort of here, and then loads of space for the writing. Well, let's do this. So I'm thinking we're going to come in here. Now, because these are quite sketchy, because they're sticks, they haven't got to be perfect. We just want a bold line. I probably don't need as much paint as I put out here, but I didn't want to run shy mid-drawing. And I also don't want to lean in anything that I've done, so I'm going to be working across. That was the easy bit. Now for the writing. I'm going to try and do it in two. So I reckon we can do this in two. Okay. I'm going to shift that to dry, and then we'll get apron number 2 prepped. Right, round 2, the nephews. Working in a much smaller area, so we do little figures up here and give us plenty of space to end here with the writing. Okay, here we go. Round 2 done. I'll go and shift this one. We'll get the third one in, which is going to have the most writing. Then when they're dry, add the finishing touches. The colour. Little tiny hint of colour. Okay, Dad's turn. Final bit of writing. Now I have one last thing to do to Dad, but I don't know whether to, I think I'm going to have to leave that until this is completely dry, because I'm going to risk splodging everywhere. that is the basic work done. Finishing touches when all are dry. Okay, we are all dry. So we're going to add the finishing touches. So starting with mine. So cake. Cherry on cake. Cake case. Now, I had an idea. I hope it works, so I'm going for it. Sprinkles. Using a bent paper clip. Just for a tiny extra splash of colour. Decoration round 2. Round 3. Right, I'm going to let these dry. Our apron series are all dry. Make sure that everything's clean before I put them down anywhere. Let's get them off their boards and hope that I didn't splodge paint everywhere in the process, which I'm pretty sure I didn't. Pretty sure I was really good with keeping everything super clean because we're working with white. Came off fine. So apron number 1, we're looking clean. We're looking like there's no paint anywhere that it shouldn't be. Apron number 1, fine. Apron number 2. Let's hope we're also fine. We are also fine. Final apron. Can't remember whether I called this number 3 or not. That was actually number 2 in case I said wrong. Apron number 3. And fantastic, we are also fine. Brilliant. Well, that is an easy way to personalise an apron. A little bit of acrylic paint, a little bit of drying time, scrap of cardboard covered in cling film, or a bag, something shiny. Because then if it does seep through quite heavily, it'll just peel off that and you won't have cardboard or paper stuck to the back, which would come out in the wash, but let's be honest, no one really wants bits of paper gumming up their washing machine. So I make the best cakes because my son inspires me. For Mum, I make the best cakes because my mum taught me. For Son, and I eat the best cakes because my wife and son made them. For Dad. This was fun, this was easy, this was cool, I enjoyed it, I hope they like it. I'll give you a little update in the comment section after Christmas once they've received them. Hopefully they'll go down well, and if not, well, these things happen. I'm quite confident they will. Quite confident, otherwise I wouldn't have gone this far. Let me know what you think. Do you like this idea? Would you be willing to give it a go yourself? Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's given you an idea of something to do yourself. Nice and easy. You don't have to have the biggest skill set. You can even use stencils if you wanted to put type on there. You can use stamps. Stamps work just as well. Stick figures, handprints. The possibilities are endless. Like if you like what you see, comment if you've got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you again so much. Take care and see you in the next one.